Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to GavGoesIn. So we're going to move on to another Italian centre-back. Obviously, spoke about Alessandro Nesta. But yeah, listen, we're going to move on to another one that, it's probably a toss of a coin who was better, Cannavaro or Nesta. And obviously I've given it away already. But Fabio Cannavaro, what a centre-back he was, And I remember the Cannavaro with hair, And then when that hair was lost and the guy went bald, he became a demon of a centre-back, man. And if anyone doesn't remember, the only centre-back of recent time to win a Balon d'Or, And that says something because, the Balon d'Or for me should always be for the best player, And it's usually the attacking players. But I think it's just testament just to how good Cannavaro and how good of a season he had as to why he was awarded the Balon d'Or. I think that might have been back in 2006, if I'm right. I could be wrong. But yeah, listen, he was a demon of a centre-back, man. And again, another centre-back in the whole line of centre-backs that that Italy produce. And he's definitely one of the best of them, Let's go through his numbers. So, first of all, most cap defender for Italy. I think it's 130 odd caps, I think it might be. But yeah, the most ever cap defender for Italy. 421 appearances in Serie A across 4 teams. Juventus, Napoli, Parma and Inter Milan. 94 appearances in La Liga for Real Madrid. 62 appearances in the Champions League as well. Team honours, 1 World Cup. 1 UEFA Cup, 2 Coppa Italias, 2 La Ligas, 1 Super Coppa Italiana, 2 Serie A's with Juventus, which was later revoked. If anyone remembers when they got relegated, Juventus, I think it might have been for match fixing, it might have been. So I think Cannavaro was in the team then. But individual, again, that Balon d'Or that we speak about, as I said, a centre-back winning the Balon d'Or is quite unheard of. I think if we look at the history, the Balon d'Or, the best player in the world, there might have been a defender that's won it. But, yeah, listen. Yeah, what a player, man. He was. And to win the Balon d'Or, like, that says a lot. 1 FIFA Best Men's Player of the Year. Obviously, he got that in the same season as the Balon d'Or, which, if you do win the Balon d'Or, then you're probably going to win that as well. It comes as a pair, really, you would say. 1 Serie A Footballer of the Year, 1 World Cup Silver Ball. And yeah, listen, again, just like Nesta, these kind of defenders, you have to watch them because, they don't produce defenders like that no more. They're not players that are blessed with pace. I think if you look at a lot of defenders now, a lot of these defenders are quick. And that era of football, again, playing up against top strikers, you need to be smart because if you was not as quick as the strikers out there, your positioning needed to be spot on. And these guys had that in abundance, very intelligent centre-backs. And again, with Italian defenders, these guys are all technically sound because of the kind of way they play at the back there. Like to keep the ball, very rarely go for the long balls. It's all short passing. Being in the right position, and supporting your teammate. And these guys done that, as well as being just top defenders, And again, just like Nesta, I would say, who is the equivalent to a Cannavaro in this era of football right now? I mean, I can't really tell you, if I'm honest. Again, I think Cannavaro for a centre-back was quite short as well. I believe he might have been, 5'6", 5'7". I could be wrong, but I know he was around about that kind of height, I think. And again, man, the guy held his own, leader at the back there. Yeah, an absolute warrior, good in possession. As I said, intelligent as a defender. And then obviously got that move to Real Madrid as well. And I think he won the Balon d'Or or the World Player of the Year. I can't remember if it was at Real Madrid or if it was at Juventus. It might have, I want to say it was at Juventus before he made... Nah, you know what? I think it was at Real Madrid. Yeah, because I think the reason I'm saying he won the Balon d'Or at Real Madrid is because, I couldn't have seen him winning the Balon d'Or playing for Juventus. I think the players that win the top type, the Balon d'Ors are coming from the Barca's, the Real Madrid's, you know what I mean? Clubs like that, really. So I want to say it was Real Madrid. But again, yeah, what a defender he was, man. And again, I'd advise people to go and watch these guys, watch little clips of them to see, you know, how good these defenders were in comparison to what we're seeing now. Because I think the quality of defending right now, you know, is poor, really. But I think everything's poor as an all round, you know. And if you guys have seen my my world class stream the other day, the world class players, you know, I probably counted 22 players that are genuine world class players in this era of football, which is low. Whereas back in the day, there were so many players that were world class, players that weren't even called world class. But if they're in this era of football now, they'll be in that bracket. That's how high the level was before. So yeah, make sure you guys go and check out Fabio Cannavaro, man, and see how good he was. But guys, as always, make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. And let me know what you think of Fabio Cannavaro. Do you think he was better than Alessandro Nesta? You know, how would he fare right now in this era of football? Would he thrive? You know, let us know. Let me know, should I say? And make sure you put your comments in as well. And as I said, check out all the other content as well that I've been doing. You know, Greats of the Game, they're all in the playlist. I think I've done R9, which is the real Ronaldo, Zidane, Ronaldinho, Adriano, Francesco Totti, Del Piero, Pavel Nedved, Thierry Henry, Gabriel Batistuta, Marcelo. Yeah, and I think there's a few others that'll be coming out as well. So yeah, give that a check, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy.